The man roughly pushed the woman's hair aside and stared in disbelief at the gash on her neck. The woman began to fight back, but he simply pressed lightly on the wound, causing her to lose all strength to resist. That was her only weakness, a means left by humans to enslave their own kind. In this future world, the proliferation of genetic technology has led to drastic changes in the Earth's ecological environment. Various species have undergone hybridization and mutation. Trees that breathe through lungs, plants with scorpion tail, moss covered in sharp spines, and oddly shaped fungi. The world has become polarized. The wealthy elite who control advanced technology have built fortresses, continuing to enjoy the luxurious lives they had before the catastrophe, while those outside the city walls can only scavenge through the ruins for unmutated plant roots and breadworms raised on wood shavings to survive. 13-year-old Lucy, a genius geneticist, should be carefree at her age, but she bears an unbearable burden. Not only must she search for food in the desolate wasteland, but she also has to constantly watch out for vagrants and bandits. Fortunately, her father helps her monitor the surroundings. Yes, large floating head is her father. He was once a soldier at the fortress, but after being injured on a mission, he was paralyzed and subsequently abandoned by the rulers, who only provided him with a biological sensor and a drone to perceive and communicate with the outside world. His body relies on the food Lucy finds to sustain life through a feeding tube. Together, they struggle to survive in this post-apocalyptic world. One day, while searching for food, Lucy stumbled upon a colorful grub. She carefully collected it and quickly headed to her secret laboratory. Using a transparent solution, she extracted the grub's genetic material. Suddenly, a metallic clanging sound came from outside, prompting her to rush home to check the situation. Upon arrival, she sensed that something was wrong. All the small creatures at the door were dead, and the house appeared to have been ransacked, left in complete disarray. To make matters worse, the equipment designed for her father had malfunctioned. After briefly assessing the situation, Lucy rushed inside. Thankfully, her father was unharmed, but his respirator had stopped working. For his sake, she had no choice but to seek John's help. However, John outright abandoned his brother. After drawing Lucy's blood, he refused to give her anything in exchange and simply threw her out the door. The children outside chased after him, trying to drive him away. Unable to get what she needed directly, Lucy decided to take a roundabout approach. She sneaked into the backyard, climbed over the barbed wire fence, and crept toward John's laboratory. Just then, several aircraft appeared in the sky, distracting everyone's attention. Once inside the lab, Lucy took out the bottle she had brought and filled it with nutrient solution. She then entered a red-lit room filled with the crops John had grown. Although her father had repeatedly warned her not to steal, Lucy couldn't resist and pocketed a few grains before hurriedly leaving the laboratory. As she ran home, a loud mechanical roar suddenly echoed from above. A flying machine spewing thick smoke passed overhead. Such machines existed only within the fortress. Curious, Lucy immediately gave chase and encountered a woman dressed in vibrant colors along the way. The woman had an injured left leg, and mutated plants around her were sucking her blood. Lucy put on her hat and mask and cautiously approached her. She opened the woman's eyelids and saw that she was still conscious. Determined to rescue her, Lucy removed the tube that was sucking the woman's blood from her neck. As she helped the woman up, Lucy noticed a smooth wound on the back of her neck. Carefully, she extended her finger and slowly approached the wound, which seemed to come alive and grew tentacles.